I want to start at first by floating a question out there to you guys, and I think probably target this one at you, John. There's sort of an elephant in the room in regards to farming in our country right now, and that elephant is average age of our farmers in this country has recently gone over 60 years old. And that number seems to go up by about 1 year every year, which is probably going to be a huge problem pretty soon. So what are we looking at here, and what are kind of some ideas on that concept?
Well, I think the average age of farmers has been a topic of conversation for the last 20 years. This is nothing new, but just like every other sector of our society, there's a lot of farmers that are baby boomers. And so they're aging just like everybody else is aging, and we're seeing that. I think that, and I speak predominantly from a Midwestern perspective. I assume that it's similar here. We have two distinct groups of people that we work with that are starting farming. Those are the 20-somethings that have lots of energy but very little money and very little capital, and increasingly do not have direct access to a farm from within the family. What has happened, and particularly in the Corn Belt, farmers that are 50 plus have not encouraged their children, in fact have discouraged their children from getting into agriculture because of the difficulty, because of the challenges, and because we increasingly live in a world where the lifestyle doesn't match what people really want to have. So we've got a lot of young people that want to get into farming, a lot of energy, they don't have any money, and they don't have any access to land or capital, or have limited access. And then we have increasingly early retirees, folks that maybe have had a career and have some connection. Maybe they grew up on a farm where they have a connection to land, but they're better off financially, but they don't have the energy of a 20-something. So one of the things that we're working in Minnesota to do is to match those two groups of people up where we can, so that we can have people working together. We're also looking for ways to find those farmers who either don't have children or have children that have no interest in continuing the farm, and match them with the younger crowd that has lots of energy and lots of interest, and maybe wants to continue this farming operation in a more sustainable manner, and less in traditional corn soybeans. Again, in the Midwest, we're dominated by corn and soybeans. We do have CSAs, and yes, they do close for 6 months out of the year, but predominantly we're trying to convert conventionally operated or managed acres into sustainable managed acres. There's a number of ways we go about doing that, but I think that's kind of what our approach is.